Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to another episode of Channel Your Light, Own Your Intuitive. My name is Erin Chandler. I am an intuitive guide, healer, and psychic medium, as well as an author and a teacher of Own Your Intuitive, moving through the divine realms and the possibilities of dimensions and channeling. These messages keep coming through. Sekhmet has come through in pretty much every channel that I have attempted to do. Over the last week, there has been a tremendous amount of heavy, dark, dense energy. There has been a tremendous amount of projections. There has been a tremendous amount of karmic energy flailing its hands. There has been a tremendous amount of karma being doled out. The Most High is what I am hearing. There is many truths. Here is the story that is going along with this, because Sekhmet is not letting up. She has been in every video I've recorded. I've recorded many videos in the last week, my friends, and I kid you not, some of them, the sound dips out on the most important parts. There's no sound in the video. For some reason, there's just a lot. So be discerning with your energy. Protect your peace. Ground to Gaia. Stay in your absolute heart center. Make sure that you are discerning who and what you are connecting with, particularly those of you whose gifts have expanded open. And those are the places where it's easy to get off track or get lost in illusions, or things are not always what they seem. So please have clear discernment, clear your energy. What you don't know is you are incredibly and intensely powerful. The moment you decide, mind, body, and spirit, to anchor in your nose, the moment you stop distrusting yourself, the moment you put all of your divine power on the line, the moment you embody your inner power, the moment you ask for God and not man's God. I am not talking about religions or anything like that. I am talking about a Mother, Father, God, the mother of all creation, the divine, most high. That is who I answer to, not the gods of man, nor the limitations of this earth plane. To be very clear, this is the same for all of you. The wheel of karma is the wheel of fortune right now. There is an earth angel. This is why Sekhmet is continually showing up. There is an earth angel. Three years has been continually targeted. My puppy Ava is here whimpering right now. She is whimpering. She always is giving me divine signs and signals. I am being told to talk about the Lamb, a channel that I did quite some time ago. In that channel, there are many channels related to biblical aspects, as well as multiple other faiths, brethrens, different things like that are addressed in each and every one of my channels, regardless of whether they are from 5 years ago or they are from now. This is very important for the viewers on this channel to understand. When we come into information, discernment is incredibly important. The reason, or part of the reason, that I have access to those things is at times on my journey, I have been called to move into places as the Lamb, the sacrificial lamb. There is a channel that happened, I want to say a year ago, Ava is saying two years ago was the original channel. And in it, it said, my lambs will no longer be sacrificed. For why would you sacrifice the innocent? That is by the gods of man, is what she is saying. That is the evolution we are moving through at this time. That is why there is so much chaos. Be discerning. Trust your gut instinct. Do not allow yourself to be swayed from your path. This earth angel, I'm being told to talk about this, and the Lamb. Sometimes God will send in the lamb, the innocent, the naivety, the pure, not because they're to learn discernment. Rather, The lamb is entered into situations and placed into them as a test for the groups of man. And I say man loosely, not referencing a male, although there are groups of males that has occurred with. It is across the board. There are distorted feminines and distorted masculines all over the earth plane. There are a set of lambs that are embodied, earth angels embodied on the earth plane. They typically get placed in places where there are deep wounds. Those who go in with the deep wounds or are part of dark spheres of consciousness. The lamb did not go in to be misused. The lamb went in and was placed in as a test for those individuals. Will they make the right choice? Do the right action? Will they release their ego? Will they heal their darkness? Will they look into the mirror of themselves? No longer shall my lambs be sacrificed. Has dual meaning, says Ava. One, the meek shall inherit the world. It is the lovers shall inherit the world. The balancers, the pure of heart. This does not mean we do not make mistakes. It simply means we are consistently transforming and calling. There is an earth angel. You were placed in front of people who had deep wounds. The purpose was for them to elevate and transcend. However, some of these people that you were placed in front of, instead of looking at themselves, they instead decided to eliminate the lamb, to take down the purity of heart, to abuse their power and manipulate the naive. What they do not realize is their attempts to manipulate and the actions that they took and the words that they spoke was a test for them, whether or not they would take the right action. I feel very emotional right now in the absolute duality understanding of this. God places his warriors, his light and his love. And I say his loosely because I am of the mother of all creation. Mother, Father, God. To dismiss the lamb and the innocent is to dismiss. Do you hear my sweet Ava? She is crying. There are those who have cried out for God, not realizing that the Lamb holds the greatest power. This earth angel, this message is for you. I need you to know this is where the punishment feels like it's coming from. You were hidden in plain sight. Hidden in plain sight. Let it be known. Your energy is access denied, inaccessible, impermeable by those energies from this point forwards. Those of you doing black magic, attempting to sacrifice, know that the divine mirrors have been placed in front of you so that you may learn those lessons. Do not curse your bloodlines. Do not curse yourself. This is a final warning, is what I am hearing. Final warning. I also wish to tell you this as well. Sometimes there are two, Ava says, there are two components. There are the lambs who are sent in, not for them to learn the lesson, not for them to be used and abused or punished, but it is a lesson for those that they have entered into the place of, to see, to test. Will they choose the right action? Will they come from their heart? Will they honor their power instead of abusing it? Will they use their power to unenslave, to disentangle, to unbind others? Or will they use it to further themselves? That is the first part. Ava says the second part. Along this journey, my lambs, wow, she's saying, my lambs, along this journey, it is important for you to know that you are learning discernment through these experiences, but I did not place you there for punishment. I did not place you there for you to learn difficult lessons. I placed you there in order for you to call back your power. Here is why this is an important learning, starseeds. This is relevant for you. The mother of all creation, Mother, Father, God, called in all beings of light from different consciousnesses, including sentient beings from the cosmos, for this great evolution of man. This is the thrice time this has been attempted on the Gaia's plane. This is the third attempt at a great awakening. This is also the final attempt. Dolores is putting her hand up. Dolores Cannon, we are all in this together, meaning this, extraterrestrials of the highest light. The Orion Wars are coming in. There are sentient beings, starseeds from the Orion galaxies that sphere of consciousness. There are old residue from the Orion Wars walking the plane, which is creating havoc and chaos. Ava says there are two types of chaos that can be separated out with discernment. However, they all lead back to the one infinite creator. Let us explain. This is in part with divine order. This is the channel my mom has had trouble getting out, putting out onto the platform, getting the videos arranged for them. There has been a distorting energy hitting the collective consciousness. There has been someone, it is revealed. Intuitives across the realms are seeing this clearly and sharing this message. Truth be told, this is when the ephemeral realms, when they are filled with a dark entity or a dark spheres of consciousness that attempt to infiltrate the minds of the collective consciousness, the light beings will be shown clearly what is happening, whether it is believed or not. Pay attention. Pay attention. Divine order is unfurling. There are two types of chaos discernible on the earth plane of man's consciousness for both humanoids and starseeds to be aware of, including sentient beings. Here are the two values of chaos. There is the one perspective and side of chaos is the divine reordering. Sekhmet comes through to realign you, to remove anything and anyone that you no longer need, that does not serve your highest good. This is often found through chaotic experiences. When we are moved from one place to another by the divine, many things and many people will fall away. Trust this. That chaos is the divine reordering. I'm seeing the scales of justice. It is rebalancing the scales. Whether it is liked or not, that is considered to be divine intervention. When the divine intervenes, chaos ensues, not because it is the god of war or chaos, says Sekhmet. It's not because it is the god of war or chaos. It is the god of divine justice. It is the alignment, the realigning of what is to be right and true and fair. There is a second fold, a second path, and a second perspective. There are those who intentionally bring chaos that has nothing to do with the divine reordering. These individuals have been infiltrated and taken over by dark spheres of consciousness. Dark spheres of consciousness predominantly target those with wounds. This is associated, says Ava, with the devil energy. When there are individuals who are not whole, wow, there it is, who are not whole in their individual, I'm literally watching my daughter sweep that energy away. The divine is so powerful, my friends. If I told you how many times I have been saved by the Most High, protected, and by beings who are in physical form and in the spiritual realms who have showed up energetically to protect me, my gratitude is profound. I do not have words for my gratitude for all of those individuals, energies, and consciousness. Dear hearts, I wish to make that known on here because it is very important for all of you to understand To be able to acutely sense energy in most dimensions and realms, including the living spiritual beings, is a gift. However, it does have a high price. But divine love overcomes all. I feel it literally transmuting the energy that attempts to, I'm hearing a swiper, no swiping, those who try to extract light, energy vampires, dark snakes, rather than the illuminating light white medicine snake of the healer of shedding the skin. There are both ends. This second piece, says Ava, is very important. However, me, Erin, wants to step in right now and say thank you so much to those individuals. I feel you, I see you, and I hear you. And I have the absolute most gratitude. I have to stop myself from bawling right now at the sheer power of my gratitude. So thank you. Go back, says Ava, go back to the second fold, those who intentionally create chaos from the dark spheres of energy. The dark spheres of energy and the devil energy will be a completely separate video. It is too much information to be taken in at once, and that requires a very, a very deep and a deep breath, a wide breath, she's saying. There is much to be discussed regarding this in order to protect each and every individual to see clearly. Knowledge is power, not to be afraid of, but to recognize your own divinity and power, and to be able to remove, transmute, and say no. You cannot say no or transmute that which you cannot see. There is a reason why there are those who cannot see. That will also be addressed in another channel, says Ava. Back to those that create chaos, whether it is through dark, dense, negative energy, whether they have been taken over and energetically layered by dark entities, whether they intentionally use black magic, dark art practitioners, dark masters, all of those things, those beings intentionally create chaos for other people's work. There are multiple earth angels, light workers, and starseeds who were specifically targeted. They target the lambs, they target the transmuters, they target the ones who change others' frequency simply by being in their highest vibration. They are targeted and inundated and weighed down, which means those light beings have to consistently transmute the energy that's weighing them down before they can move out into the world and do their purpose. Most feel that this is about social conditioning, and while it is about much, much more than this. The Most High is calling. All will be revealed of that which has been done in the dark. The general, macro, micro both feed into each other. These are important messages for you starseeds, you lovers, you earth angels, you white witches, you who honor the light, you who are standing steady in the mindset of love and power and balance and right action. All of you will come together despite your different backgrounds, cultures, and beliefs, because it all comes back to the one infinite creator, says Ava. The one infinite creator. That is what it all comes down to. It comes to a general desire to lift up humanity, to raise them out of the needless suffering created by those who intentionally put chaos into the ethers on the collective consciousness. That is what that is about. Ava says, I wish to bring this back to the Holy Trinity, no matter which aspect you view this from, whether it is the divine reordering chaos or those who bring chaos to others intentionally through dark spheres of consciousness. The Most High will use that as well. It will be revealed, unveiled. It will be seen by all. That ultimately will be used. The chaos created by those of the dark spheres of consciousness, that will be used in its utmost and deepest forms and truest facets to be used by the one infinite creator to bring about divine order and divine justice. Divine order, my sweet child, I'm hearing oftentimes you think that divine order is the Most High rearranging things. You must remember you are a tool and instrument. You are the divine incarnate. You are part of Creator. Creator created you from the seed of light, which was born of the womb of darkness of the mother of all creation. All things are born of the dark is what some people view that as. That does not mean evil. It simply means a dark matter. To move into the scientific forms or aspects of this, says Ava, there is dark energy and there is dark matter. They are different. They are not to be told or taught or viewed as the same. There are different facets of this. The Most High, the mother of all creation, can take any misuse of power and realign it through the chaos, reordering it and divining it. Those that intentionally bring chaos to others, that will be used, spiritual court I'm hearing, that will be used to divine and realign to the Most High. Dolores is showing up again. She says, Sirius A and B, there are 3 waves of volunteers for a reason. They duplicate 3 by 3. When we gather in 3 or more, it is amplified in the name of Christ's consciousness and unity. Buddha and Christ held the original 5D consciousness blueprints. This is placed in the sapphire tablets. The sapphire tablets is also associated with Ray 1. That will ripple through the collective consciousness and be part of the golden era or the great awakening that was always meant to evolve this planet, evolve Gaia, bringing Gaia back online, originating. This is why her systems and structures are breaking down, imploding where they need to, shifting and changing. The Schumann resonance will remain elevated far above what its norm used to be. This is because the frequency of the collective consciousness and spheres of consciousness that inhabit it have risen and will continue to rise. As we evolve consciousness, it is inevitable that there will be chaos because it unveils and reveals the dark spheres of consciousness and wounding. Divine order is in full swing. It is rippling through the valleys, every structure, the monetary systems, the educational systems, the scientific basis and structure, the literally everything, the health and medical, everything is being realigned through the divine. It is inevitable as more and more of us raise our frequency and our consciousness. Again, I am being reminded the 13th house, the house of Joshua, comes to unite all 12 houses. Most will look at this biblically as the 12 apostles or the 12 houses. However, it is much deeper and much higher than that. This is uniting the realms. This is uniting the kingdoms of spiritual sovereignty, of unconditional light and love, of balancing of the yin and yang, to turn your face away from a divine feminine. I'm hearing to mock. I feel like there's an earth angel who has been mocked. I'm also hearing this is so interesting. 3 years ago, Spirit told me over and over and over again. I kept hearing it. And the words that I heard, and it has never left me, it was, it will appear that the joke is on you, but the real cosmic joke is on them. And I struggled with this concept. I struggled with this knowing that every place that I walked, that I would be entering into that, particularly as an acutely sensitive being and the ability to hear other people's thoughts and their feelings. Sometimes I am sensing the things underneath that they buried, knowing that that's what would be come up before they even knew it. That can sometimes feel like a tremendous burden. For those of you who tend to placate, I want to tell you that sometimes the placating does not come from, well, it does and it doesn't. It comes from both ends. Ava says, hold on, Mom, save that for another channel because that's in and of itself a whole thing for light workers, earth angels, and sentient beings, and all of my lambs. She says, it's so interesting that she's saying my, as in they are hers. And she says, I'm going to cry. She says, don't you know this yet? She says, don't you know that I am of the Most High, that I come and speak as the sound of truth? This is divine order. 222. She says, the mother of all creation, she and he honors all sentient beings at this time. for the light workers or the star seeds. The consciousness has evolved far beyond, and this is already done. We're having a party. I'm hearing celebration after celebration. She says, although many will view divine order as I'm seeing the hammer come down, like order in the court, like a gavel, the ultimate judgment. This is why Sekhmet keeps coming in. She says, sweet souls, my message for you is this. Remember that oftentimes in spiritual communities, there is a spiritual leader who is coming down off their being brought down. Many, she says, Ava says, many are being realigned for the recognition of abdicating responsibility or leading people astray to not take action and to spiritually bypass. We are on the earth plane for a reason. We are here to, she says, this may be difficult for somebody to hear, but she says, trust mom, because she can feel my hesitation at saying this. This is part of the reason of why some people, or it has been difficult to get the messages out regarding divine order. I'm hearing hushed. Somebody or a group. There are those who wish to hush this. She says they have forgotten that the divine feminine lives within them too. So does the divine masculine. Each and every one of you. To deny one is to deny half of your being. To invite in the yin and the yang is to hold yourself. But the moment you discredit, deny, or dismiss either the yin or the yang within you, you have halved yourself. You have not allowed yourself to be in wholeness. This is partially because of the gods of man, not the Most High's words, but the gods of man, the limitations, the deceit, the greed, the power, the illusions. Divine justice is being served. It is being served for the evolution of consciousness. That is the sole purpose. She says, remember, dear hearts, if you are a divine instrument, if Creator created you and you're here on the earth plane, observing radiant beings, moving in the earth realms, my earth angels, my star seeds, those of you, I'm hearing lawmakers, those of you are called to recognize this is not about the laws of man. This is about natural law. This is what we are realigning to. You are divine beings. You are instruments of the divine, which means divine order is actually carried out through you divine beings. Through each and every one of us, by choosing the next right action, by discerning, by standing up and saying no to something that is an infringement or an impedance on our spiritual sovereignty, in addition on our physical sovereignty and freedom. That is also what this is about. We do not come just to heal hearts, just to give you back your inner power. I literally have councils of light, many different councils of lights moving from different aspects of the galaxies and the cosmos. This is the true and ultimate meaning of we are all in this together. The entire universe unites, for the one infinite creator is the creator of all things. And all things must answer to the Most High, not the Elohim, mans of God. This is difficult. Wow, I'm seeing deep knowing, and the deep knowing card with the moon, what is hidden is being revealed. And I also have the star card, the Age of Aquarius, the healing. That healing. Persephone says, I bring the star card for the Age of Aquarius. You, my sweet divine beings, I am hearing Persephone say, we walk in both worlds for a reason, to see what is in the ephemeral realms and to see what happens in the dark. allows us to make better choices when we are walking in our regular physical seeing. This is the purpose of the Eye of Horus. I am seeing one of you, every energy chakra center, every dimension you view from, the Eye of Horus is embedded and implanted in that sphere, in the grid lines, in the numerical properties. I'm also seeing a hawk etched into the hieroglyph. It will not stop coming. I'm also being told to tell you there are many things that I channel and some things I choose not to. I cut out of my videos, to be very clear, friends. I cut them out of my videos. I am either told that is not to be shared. It is only for certain beings. And the fact that I channel it actually allows it to be out into consciousness, and the beings who it is for receive it. They do not need me to speak the channel on this, speak the frequency or anything on this. My simple act of speaking it out ripples it out to where it needs to be known. That is a very specific message for someone to understand about consciousness. We do not work, says Ava. My mom, she says, whoever that is for, you have truth to speak. Whoever that message is for, you have truth to speak. Please speak it. Please say what you want to say. Please show up. Show up. You are a divine being. It is through you that divine order is created. Do you want to know when we spiritually bypass and say, oh, they decided they were going to have that in their life? That may be true, but sometimes some of you are put in those positions where things are incorrect or misaligned in order for you to point out the misalignment, not to allow it to continue as it is, to continue the oppression, to continue the denial of human rights, to continue the cycles of trauma. Sometimes you are placed there to speak the truth. This does not mean that you are bringing judgment. It means you are a tool of the divine. The divine works through you. Divine order happens through every action and thought and step that you take. Be in integrity with the self. Do not turn your eyes from what is happening on the earth plane. Do not spiritually bypass this. This is part of the spiritual communities that are coming out, and people who misuse sex magic, magic spells, spell casting, people who misuse their gifts, those who use it to spy on others, all of those things, remote viewing, who use it without integrity to take away from others, to out of greed is what I'm hearing. That is all coming down. Curtains finally closing. That is all coming down, my sweet, beautiful friends. To this earth angel, I wish to tell you that I love you more than words. I love you, and you are safe and you are protected. See the shields of protection around you. Feel the essence of the Most High. I keep hearing. Feel the divine. Know that you are sacred and you are held of high spiritual rank. To the lambs, you know exactly who you are. You did not go as a punishment. Release this. You were there as a test for those other individuals as part of the realignment, the great purging, and the great awakening. What happens when one awakens? They see the truth of themselves. They see the truth of what is around them. They see the truth of beings in front of them. This is also a message for the individual who is actually cross-watching, is what Ava says. Yes, Mom, I'm seeing a giant bullseye target. The person that is cross-watching, who was presented with an earth angel, you had an opportunity to make a choice. You chose, I'm hearing, you made a choice based on a self-centered and selfish aspects of manipulation and coercion. This person has a lot to say and is not saying it. I'm hearing the words embarrassed, guilty, ashamed. It is very important for you to work on yourself and hold yourself. This was a test, is what I am hearing. When we fail a test, do not fret, because the mother of all creation always, 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 offers forgiveness when one is willing to address and face themselves clearly and compassionately and work on holding and work on creating skills of balance once again. Do not blame shift. Do not pretend that you do not have a hand in everything that you do and every action that you take and every action that you don't take. This is true for all of us. This is the divine reordering. This is not, friends, I just want to say, this is not me judging. This is not me. This is not me in a sense of, I don't know how to explain it. I am a messenger right now, and this is the message that needs to be relayed. It comes out in every single channel, even the ones that are quieted where the sound goes out, the ones that I have difficulty getting out, where there's other energies coming in. I act as a divine mirror. This means I have the ability to take in an energy and realign it if need be, or resort it, or pull things out of it, or mirror it back to the individual that needs to see it. There's something about ego coming in for that. And it's almost like sometimes this earth angel that Ava says, go back to this earth angel. This is an urgent message for you to know. You have taken in the projections of others, not realizing you were the divine mirror for them to show them clearly what they needed to heal in themselves or let go of. That is part of the great awakening. It's opening to the super consciousness. It is opening to the recognition that you are one with the one infinite creator. It is opening to the revelations that your path may not be what you thought it was. Divine order is in play. It is a beautiful and a wonderful thing. Remember, protect your peace. Find your, I'm hearing that song again from one of the previous channels, the inner peace song. When you feel like chaos is happening or you do not understand, go directly to the Most High. That is what I'm hearing. Go directly there. You are loved. You are safe. You are protected. I'm being told, Ava says, this is also a message for those of you dealing with spiritual warfare, feeling like you're targeted, all of those different aspects. There will be a series. Okay, I'm hearing there will be a series on that. This is so interesting because me personally, Erin, I just want to shine light. I don't want to have to put a focus on that. Ava says it's not about putting a focus on that. It's about revealing it so that it can be discarded, transmuted, and left behind permanently. That is part of the evolution to 5D consciousness. There are many souls who need this information. Mom, stop judging, she's telling me. Yes, my daughter puts me in my place, friends. So does my grandmother, which is kind of funny. So I will leave that with you. Let me know in the comments if that resonates. I feel like I'm seeing a giant bullseye target. Share your heart, share your truth on here. You are safe. Thank you so much for joining me today and listening to this information. I am being told very clearly this channel is going to be a mixture of guidance and teachings and channels. Thoth is saying this. Channels higher guidance and divining for those who are light warriors, light bearers, light workers, those who illuminate the dark with their light. That is the whole point. I'm being told this is also a last message for somebody. You feel like your light has been dimmed every time you are in this darkness, but the truth is your light is not dimming in the darkness. It simply means you are illuminating and sweeping it. I'm hearing, I can see a halo, halo. And I'm also hearing the flashlight song. 'Cause you're my flashlight. I don't know the exact words to that song, but that's the other song coming in. So Google that, have a listen. A young girl with dark hair sings the flashlight song. I'm literally seeing that. And I'm also seeing the music video. How big your brave is, say what you want to say, and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. Ava is saying, you are like a flashlight in the darkness. You cannot dim your light. You're just transmuting energy and all those that extract light, usurp power and energy and thought forms from others. That is being removed. Sent back all remnants and residue to the light. As always, beautiful souls, if you are a divine feminine and wish to join our Channel Your Light tribe community, we would love to have you with us as we shine light, as we whole, and we harness our own spiritual and inner divine power. You can find that on my website or in the video description box below. For those of you who are wanting to go with us to Costa Rica for a spiritual expansion of a lifetime, we are doing many amazing things. Please check out the details of that. That is also in the video description box below. Again, there are only a couple of spaces left. So if you are pondering on that, I suggest you grab that now. And as always, I am sending each and every one of you love, light, peace, transcendence, and know that you are protected divinely and shielded by the Most High, the Mother of all creation, sealed by the infinite, loved by the sentient beings, and the cosmos gathering as the one infinite creator is you, and you are the one infinite creator aligned. Until next time, beautiful souls.